Right. If the broadcast had to stop because I had to quit the game, and first thing you'd notice with this is 2.31, and also because I've got this on Steam as well on PC. Nioh. This is actually Nioh 2. They've just updated it on Nioh 2. I ain't bothered. Do you know what I mean? You know. But anyway, I still haven't beaten it on PC, but I should have my character, the same one. Right, so this is the PS5 version, and if I want to, I can go into settings, because let's have a look on online settings. Right there. Does this 120 FPS audio control settings, game mode settings? I think I have to do it from the start. Let's see if it's the graphical bump, because obviously this TV supports it, but I think you might have to do it at the start. Because now this is 2.31, PS4 is 2.3. So game mode settings, so PS5 console standard mode, 4K mode and 120 FPS. So the PS5 console standard mode, this mode, it stabilises the graphics, but mind you, I've got a TV that it's really expensive. 4K mode, and then, right, this mode was, right, let's see what this is like a minute, right. If you haven't got the specs on your TV, because some TVs are claiming to be 2.1 and they're not, you've got to really go into the shop and look for yourself. You know what I mean? So that was the recommended settings. So this is 4K mode. You can't really see on the map, you know. And this also changes as well. Now if I look, I think this is right there. If I go to the Abyss, this changed, and it changed again. I mean, it might be a different save, because I've got another, I did pull a few saves over on this, my main PSN account. So ranking, which I've already, look, wait there. Look, highest floor completed, 212, which is totally wrong. As you can see, highest floor is 999. It did have a date on it, so it might have been because I've been going backwards and forward, and it was this year sometime. But obviously I beat it, you know, 4 years ago. So let's just have a look at wait, what I'm trying to, right, so if I go to here, and this is on the PS5, and then I'm going to change it to 120, so what it supports, because your TV will not, it's only the game supports 4K at 120 FPS, and you've got to do that in the settings. It's not a fixture. Some TVs, I think some TVs can do it, some, and this TV, I bought it for 1200, but it was 1800 quid. So, is this Is this wider strong? Yeah, it is. Right. Let me see. I bet there's two. I bet there's two. This is the difference between. Now this is 4K, but then I'll whack it to. Look, here we go. Right. So this is the PS5. And I've got showed you on the PS4 how many revs were here, and that's it. There's only two, and obviously you can see this is ready for someone to farm because look, you know, it's just they're just two, right? And it's stupid because if I go up to, you know, that's what I'm saying, what you got to think about before starting a fresh save. The only difference between PS5 is better graphics, 4K mode, and having 120 FPS, right? So you're rev farming there. You got two, so that's why it's better to do the rev farming first on PS4 on the way of the strong, than move your save over. And like I said, your boons you don't start on the PS5. You won't get the $1 million, or you might do. I can't remember, but you start off the Nioh armor, right? So take that into consideration. I'm just going to make this quickly. Do you know what I mean? You know, because people, I didn't know, you know what I mean? If you're not bothered about it, then don't worry about it, you know? The game's old, you know? I've just seen a nice update of the Zinders mod, which I might dive into, but I've played, you know, like nearly 2,000 hours of actually that mod, and it'll just be the same mod, but different spells and better. And the new classes, I like when they've got new classes. So you see that on the thingy. So let's quit. I'll just put it. There's not much difference in the. It plays better. It's faster. So I didn't mess about with the settings when on the PS5 version, but let's knock it down and also on my PS5 I've got an internal SSD storage, so it's even faster. So go to system and let's put in 120. Is it a 4K? We're going this mode now and see what it's like. This is 120. So let's go to the other. I'm just talking about the farming spots. Let's see what pops up here. Things that you should know. There's going to be. Then I'll show you the difference, because there's more people playing on PS5 than there is on PS4. There's now it's at 120 FPS instead of 60 FPS, and I can't see no difference my end. And if you're looking from a cheap laptop or whatever, then you're not going to see it. You know, that is the thing. Perhaps it does look not as clear, but you're going to be just more frame rates, you know what I mean? So, well, at least someone will actually get some gloves off of mine. Oh, here they pop up. Yeah, so there's some revs here now. Look, so there's some PS5, but you'd only get attack here. This is what I'm trying to say. If you wanted to get a load of luck, I got a ton of it. Throwing weapon damage twice and all this stuff that if you don't want to do a melee build, because this game you can do all kinds of builds, like stone thrones, bow build, from it for untold amount of damage. You just got to go through the abyss and literally, you know, at least halfway, then come back and see what graces they are. Do you know what I mean? Which Nioh 2 doesn't do. Nioh 2 is just a skill-based game that was shit. I mean, I didn't mind the design of Nioh 2's Abyss, or their version of the Abyss, but it was too short. And you was left over with a load of Amrita, which was bullshit, you know what I mean? So, you know, if you're not worried about power, Nioh 2 is more of a skill-based game than Nioh 1, but Nioh 1 is the overall game. And so many of my friends ditched Nioh 2, you know, after, you know, playing it the first time, you know, didn't like the Soul Cores or anything like that. So obviously you can farm here on PS5, but you only get attack here. I can guarantee you that for now. I'm on about the other thing, if you wanted to get luck and weapon times damage too, or you could spend a ton forging it, you know what I mean, if you wanted to do that, because it's a heavily RNG based game. So you know, on PS5 you've got rev trading. When I come here, when I first played this, when it first dropped, literally, I don't know, I bought it as it went over, so, and I've done a fresh playthrough on a fresh account, and I soon switched out 143 hours, so yeah, nothing was here, nobody was played it. I didn't think about bringing my save, I thought I'd have a fresh experience. So anyway, that's how it was. But it gives you can bring your saves over, or just, I would personally play PS4, farm the rev. If you're not bothered, then just go straight for the PS5. It's entirely up to you, do you know what I mean? But at least you know there's revs here. But if you wanted to do like a luck build and get all the smithing techs and all that lot, you have to go to the Spirit Stone Huntress and you'll get it very quickly, you know what I mean? Just kill Hanzo over to get all the smithing techs with the pirate armor, and you'll be able to forge, instead of forging luck onto your armor with the pirate armor, which can, you know, can take forever, do you know what I mean? You can do it literally on PS4. I picked up a load of luck and weapon times damage twice, inheritables, you know what I mean? It's for Kuno builds, and I know how to make all those builds, you know what I mean? So most of the builds are usually made when people have beat the Abyss, you know what I mean? To be quite honest with you, or gone 500, at least 500, you know what I mean? For that sort of damage output, you know? Because if you do it when you beat Nioh, you're only going to do little damage. The same with stone throwing and throwing bombs and all that lot. It's all graces. So that's shown me what that's like on PS5. So you can farm here, but you can't farm for the other stuff. I know that the other stuff, there's only 2 revs and they've been there all the time. If I was to die there, then it'd just be attack and whatnot. They've done exactly the same thing with Nioh. I didn't know about rev trading, but they nerfed it before I was aware of it, like they did in Nioh 2. I can't find the thing, they've got so much stuff in it. Right there. So now you know you can rev farm on PS5 there, but you can't do it on there. I would always recommend the thingy. I don't think I can do this unless I've done a new save. It's a blacksmith, wait there, no. Shrine. So the boons. There you go. So this is what you get from the remastered version. You get the Nioh armor, which is a lot better than that gold armor. It might be a bit heavy at first, so you'd have to might put a bit into the stamina, but you can wear bits of it, and it carried me through the game when I first played it, and I was really quite surprised. You know what I mean? And so you could actually most probably go through the whole game with it and just like level it up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got all of that and all the weapons as well. So there you go. And I don't know what the buffs are, but it's got something on it. But you can be tanky right at the beginning of the game with this armor instead of that stupid $1 million armor. You have received an. Oh, you have. Let me have a look. Wait, let me go. Have I done it? I've done it. Have I might wait there. I know what it is. It's because I crossed my save over, and I've got another save that that I originally played with, and that's why I didn't bother with this, because this is my save from my original playthrough. Okay, yeah, so, okay then. So where is it then? That's the problem with this fucking game, it didn't show up. It's not, it doesn't highlight. It might have been there somewhere, I don't know. But it's not highlighted, I don't know why. Oh, an armor then. Let's see what that is. See, the Nioh go, because that's, there you go, there's the Nioh armor. Nioh Incarnate. Oh, so you do get a weapon, I know you do. So what is it? Key recovery speed. Life, yokai damage. Emitter earned from yokai, damage reduced, 0 key. So it's not bad armor, and I think it's quite heavy. It's blue, I think, when you put it on as well. I think you do get I think the weapon. It said I picked up a weapon, but I didn't see it. But see, you wouldn't get that armor. That's from the old Nioh. Oh, I can't see it now. Anyway, that's what you get. So, now this is the other thing I'll point out, which I think's important. Now, go to the hidden tea house. Obviously, I'm in. Clan battles, and this is how many more people are playing on PS5. Then there's 42,000 in this clan that I'm in. See? 1.9 million. So the player base is literally there's not even this is about the whole player base of Nioh on Nioh 2 on Nioh on PS4. Most probably about that. So people have gone obviously with that, with the attack and the it's where it's basically for the living weapon attack enhancement, and the others have gone for this for amulets for money. So there's more people playing this game than there is that, you know. Fuma, one person. Well, is there? So nothing changed in the game, only just better graphics. With your jewels, with your, oh god, getting all tongue tied, with your rumble features on your PS5 controller and getting a Nioh armor and better graphics. The Nioh 2 is exactly the same as this, but it's free, but you have to buy this, you know what I mean, because remember it's like it'd be a 5-year-old game in February. So that's how old it is. And like I said, on the PS4, there was about 500,000 if I added up all the clans. And like there's, I don't know, I'd say there's about 4 or 5 million if you add all these up. So it's more big than here, and you'll still connect with people on PS4, of course. Look, let's see. I bet you no one will come here. It's the last floor, so. Yeah, you got the rumble features now, rolling over the rocks. Because I've been playing this on PS4. I haven't pushed the save over onto PS5 because I'm trying to do something on PS4 because the amount of hours I've spent on Nioh, I've uploaded me bashing these two, you know what I mean? But this is on PS5, so I very much doubt it. If not, I'll just sort them out. So those people I was playing with earlier, none of them have got to here because it was active earlier. They're all looking in their inventory after Now for me to get all my armor up, I'm sure it's never been no higher. All I did was just forge a load of frolicking hats and a load of smithing swords. I used to do about at least about 100 of each, and I'll go to 993, and I'll come out at 998, and then that's the highest that I got. But technically, the highest I picked up was it might have been 138 or 139, but it didn't have the inheritable, so I couldn't do it. So that's how you do it to get these up, because when you finish Nioh, you'll be finishing around about this level here. It's about 132, 133, something like that. So there's loads. You got to look for inheritable stat all the time. The best way you get it is co-op, but to be quite honest, if you haven't got loads of gold and all that lot, and you can just take them here and it's easy to do them yourself, and you don't have to fight the last two bosses. You don't have to fight Snarder and that, because it's no point, because you don't come up. what I mean is you don't that's it, nothing gets defiled, so you just, it's 993 or 994, I can't remember which one it is, either, you want to defile it more, I think about 4 times to make sure that you've got them all defiled, because I had some come back green. It doesn't matter as long as they've got the transfer, and I've done it loads of times. I spent all day doing this, and like you might get 2 or 3, and it's just purely RNG, but that's how you do it. And I've seen quite a few people with all 139s. Damage wise, is it really worth it? I don't think so myself. But there's still people I know now that I played with today on one of my alternate PSN accounts are still looking for 140. It might be something they've got and they just determined to have this 140. It might be a goal, because I've never seen them on Nioh 2, you know? And a lot of people didn't even come over to Nioh 2, didn't like it, you know? So anyway, that's the difference. Maybe it's going to bone out a bit. That's not a lot of echoes anyway, so echoes? What about Amrita? Oh, it's defiled, isn't it? Nothing's defiled. See, nobody on 999. So anyway, that's all I wanted to point out, because I haven't made many Nioh videos. I've streamed it a little bit, do you know what I mean? And I've also uploaded just doing the last 2 bosses, which is easy. That level is easy. It wasn't easy when I first tried them, do you know what I mean? But it's easy when you get to know them, you know? The PS5 version is so much better than the PS4 version, and what I'm seeing might not be what you're seeing. And I dropped the 4K to 120 FPS, and as long as you got a TV or monitor that supports it, you know what I mean, you know, and they both look nice here. I mean, the map just looks, in comparison to games like Returnal, Demon Souls Remake, and let me try and think, Ghost of Tsushima, the graphics are nothing compared. I mean, the graphics in Returnal are amazing. Even Ghost of Tsushima, the upgrade on that is absolutely a beautiful game to play, and it's free, do you know what I mean? And I've still got to go back and platinum that. So all the free upgrades are good, but Nioh Remastered is a lot better than Nioh Original. But I just wanted to point out the fact between the two on the rev farming, do you know what I mean? You know, so it's definitely worth playing this. If you want to bring your save over, then by all means. If you want to do a fresh start, then do a fresh start, but just be aware, there's actually, you can farm that, but if you wanted to do something else with the game, the Spirit Stone Huntress, you see there was only 2 referenced there. On the PS4 there was loads. That's how I've got a ton of everything before I actually do the crossover to the PS5 and play it on there, do you know what I mean? So I haven't got to do nothing, because I want to do something totally different, do you know what I mean? Because all I've done in these games is melee builds, that's it, you know? Going through the abyss without, you know, melee, you know? I don't think you can do it with kunai, but you'll be running around a lot, you know what I mean? It's already been done, but not strong damage kunai that was doing like about 10,000 per hit, but I watched the guy that done it, and he said he'd beat the Abyss, but he was running around a lot. But he wasn't doing like the crazy 600,000 you can do. You can, whether it's been patched out, where you do it in the, I'm not too sure, because I've seen people change their armor sets in, well, you can do 1 million damage with the bow. It might have been patched out because this game has been patched, and so if all my armor was what it is now, then all my armor slots would be the bow, you know. And it's to do with your sets that you've got. You've got to be careful how you do it, because you can actually destroy what you've got. It might have been patched out, I don't know. Then the other glitch is the blacksmith glitch, is how you can do the throwing weapon. If you're doing a kunai build, you can have 2 stats: throwing weapon damage and kunai damage, but you need to obviously have that on there, and you need 2 people to do it, because you do it in the blacksmith. That's how you do it. Whether it's been patched out, I don't know. As of maybe before the PS5 version come out, I would have thought you still could have done it, but I'm not too sure. Perhaps you could still do it. Perhaps Team Ninja are not bothered about it. Do you know what I mean? It's just the thought that something you can do in the game, a glitch, you know. I ain't gonna do any gameplay, but I just wanted to point that out. So anyway, that's it for this, and the remastered is a lot better than the PS4. Faster, and it's up to you whether you want to play on 4K or 120 FPS or just play it at PS5. But it's a definite, if you're a fan of Nioh, then buy it as a collection of your library, you know. That's why I bought it, do you know what I mean? Especially with 6,000 hours on this save, and most probably another 2,000 hours, because I've got 4 PSN accounts on other ones. So yeah, there's a lot. So I'm in the broadcast now. So I might just, there's been some nasty buggers I've been playing with. I just might play this. I might move over to the PS4 version and just show them who's king. But also I want to download a mod on PC. So that's the end of this. This is just a little bit of information. That's all it is. That I was never aware of when I first started the remastered. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. That's all. So, ciao ciao and adios.